Alright, I've been in Chicago for 11 years now, and this is where I started, right here. Wrigleyville, yeah! So this is where I started. I've seen a lot of changes take place here. I was around when all the fun took place. I used to sit right upstairs in this window here and watch everybody walk up and down the street. Right there. Not this building here, but the second part, the downstairs part. I had a lot of little friends, a lot of people I knew, had a good time, got into a lot of stuff, smoked a lot of weed, and went to school, went to a lot of places, did a lot of things. Before this gate wasn't here, there was no gate right here, and you could be able to walk through this little peephole. Now they got cameras there, and I used to sit right on the first floor and watch people walk past this area. So things have changed over here a whole lot. Like I said, it used to be super fun, super fun, super fun. That was sort of good old days. So yeah, I used to live right down here. We used to go right through this little peephole here. Yeah, it was super low key. I wish I could go in and see how it looks and see how everybody's doing. For research interviews, go through gate and ring doorbell. So they're still doing the little research stuff. I see. 3262 North Clark. My old address. What else? Yes, the first floor, Ann Holcomb used to hold that down for us. There used to be a bench over there. There used to be a bench right over there on this, by the stop sign. We would all go over there and sit. But now they have something else over down over there. Let me show you something else we used to do. So we used to, after dinner, I think dinner would be over like at 6 o'clock. We had to be in like at 8. So dinner would be served at 6. We had to be in at 8 o'clock. And we would come down this way here. So we would cut the corner, come down here, smoke weed, cigarettes. Yeah, we would stand right here. Yep. I think it used to be like, no, I don't remember. But we used to come right here and smoke our weed. It used to be a lot of us. Yeah, we would sit here, smoke our little weed, or we'll bend around the corner there. But more than likely, we would sit here. People, even some of the men and women who had kids, they would bring their kids out. Be inside the little stroller or whatever the case may be. I feel like it's about to rain. I need to hurry up. Get going and move a little faster. So let me hurry up, because as they will call them, I don't call them that, but some people call them yuppies. They say you better hurry up and get out of the area. You're recording their shit, and here comes the rain. So yeah, I need to hurry up. Oh my God, we used to come here to this bus stop too. We used to come here to this bus stop, and we would get kicked out of this area. We would sit here and smoke. I think so. I don't know. Yeah, we used to come here to this bus stop. We smoked weed at the time. That's back when I used to smoke a lot of weed, because I was like, that's the only way I was able to cope with a lot of things that I was going through and that was going on. And most of the time I didn't understand what was going on in my life, but I felt it, and I would numb myself by smoking a lot of weed, so it was easier for me to deal with it. So I overcame a lot of it, and life goes on. I'm still here, I'm still strong, I'm still alive, I'm still breathing. I took care of my business. I'm on my way home now, and I'm going to get to work. My stomach's starting to ache right now. I started bleeding this morning, like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, around that time. The 22nd of May wasn't supposed to happen until like the 30th or the 1st. Came a little early. I don't know why. I don't know why it happens anyway. So life goes on. This is where I used to live at. This is where I started at. I lived over here all the way until like 2002 to 2005. So I lived over here for about like 3-4 years. Came back, stayed again. So I lived over here for a long time. Even after I moved from over here, I would still come over here and hang out. As a matter of fact, I found $200 right up the street. coming up right now, like where that lady is. It was like $200 just laying there on the ground. And I thought it was fake at first. I'm like, nah, that's not real. Of course, my friend, she beat me to the punch, but I saw it first, my eye caught it. I'm like, what is that? And it was just like a pile of $200 just sitting there. I mean, I'm like, people were literally walking past this money. They didn't care for it. It didn't fade them. It didn't bother them. They just said forget it or whatnot. So I found this $200 just laying here on the floor. And I was definitely amazed by it, because I think the only thing I had was like $5 in my pocket. Like, I was broke, I didn't have anything. So I was really happy and excited about that. That was a highlight over here. So I met a lot of good people over here. I wish I could find them, get back in contact with them, and have something like a reunion, but I don't know who would make that happen. I think Ann Holcomb would be a good person to do it, but I don't know what's going on with her and her life right now and everybody else's life. But hopefully one day we can all have like a reunion where we can all come together and eat and talk, catch up. Yeah, so I met some amazing people who brought a lot of sunshine and happiness and joy and comfort into my life. And they were really young, like me. Some of them a couple years older than me. Some of them let me come live with them, stay with them, introduce me to their family, come to school with me, meet me up at my school at the computer lab, library. And like if I don't see them for a long time, they would meet me at my school. Now see them there, chit chat, have a good time, and be happy to see each other. A couple of guys would go to open mics and support my shows. And I'm do my poetry. The shelter will have like a get together for the youth. And there's this church on Addison where they will have some type of get together, whether it's for Black History Month or Thanksgiving or one of those holidays. And I'll perform my poetry sometimes. Picture this with Karen and Courtney, like I miss them. They were some highlights in my life. Karen, she's a really great person. I love her. I miss her. She definitely played a big role in my life in terms of like getting me more into photography, because I used to just pretty much just play with it. But once she came around, I took it more serious. And I was just like, wow, this is really art. This is really something that I can take to a whole nother level. And she loaned me $20 one day for a bus card, I think, for me to get to school or get to work, whatever the case may be. I don't remember if I paid her back or not, but I appreciate her a whole lot. So let me get off the camera and get off these people's property before they call the police. No, I'm just joking, but I gotta go. All right. Po Rosie.